Today we're going to be ranking the most popular of legacy servers. I've got 3 categories to rank them into: GOAT, greatest of all time, okay, and meh. And to preface, I won't be putting any servers on here that are still up and running, as I don't think it would be very considerate of any staff that still work on said servers or players that play it, so I will only be including servers that have officially shut down and announced that they shut down. With that out of the way though, let's jump right into this. So the first server on our list here is something called The Fridge, right over here. Now the Fridge was actually a server made by Bayesian Canadian and I believe ASF Jerome, and was mainly centered around Hunger Games. So this is a very old legacy server, and I would imagine that only people who are around my age, essentially played Minecraft when it first came out, would really be familiar with this server. But ultimately, I don't believe it lasted very long, so it is only going to be going in the meh category. And I guess I should say this as well, but I don't have any hate or malice towards any of these servers. These are all servers that I played myself at one point or another, and am sad to see them gone. And honestly, this is just the best way that I know how to honor their legacy, hence why I'm doing this. So the next server on our list is called the Nexus MC. So the next server on our list is a server called the Nexus MC, and it's very similar to the Fridge actually. It was made by both Bayesian Canadian and ASF Jerome, but I think its legacy is a lot better than the Fridge, as in it lasted a little bit longer and was a little bit more monumental / impactful on the whole Minecraft scene. The gameplay itself was very similar to the Fridge. It mainly centered around the minigame Hunger Games, but I believe there are also a few others on there, but it has been a while, so I don't remember exact figures. If you happen to have played the server and remember anything else, let me know down below, because anything you point out might jog my memory as well and bring back a little bit of nostalgia. Regardless though, this is going to be going in the okay tier. Next up is this Hypixel symbol here. Most people might go, hey, Hypixel is still around. In fact, it's still probably got 30,000 players online when I upload this video, and you know what, you might be right. But what isn't around is Hypixel China. So for those of you who are not aware of Hypixel China, it was a collaboration between Hypixel and NetEase, a giant Chinese conglomerate, and this company is also the publisher of Minecraft China Edition, so they're very big in the China space, and they both helped with Minecraft and Hypixel getting onto Chinese players' minds. But unfortunately, the deal didn't last for very long, and as soon as the deal between the two companies were up, Hypixel China was in fact shut down. Most people in the Western world probably didn't even hear about it, or if they heard about it, only heard about it after it shut down. So for that, even though it was a very popular server in China, it is only going to be going in the meh category. Next up, we have the Minecraft Monday logo down here. For those of you who are unaware, Minecraft Mondays was a tournament-based style competition, essentially, that was hosted around, I believe, summer of 2019. The whole thing was put on by Keemstar, and many popular figures were a part of it, such as PewDiePie, Technoblade, James Charles, Ninja, Sky Does Minecraft, etc, etc. Essentially, if you were big on the YouTube space, you were a part of this competition. But this isn't about the actual competition server itself. Riding off the success of Minecraft Mondays, there was a public server that was made that hosted some of the minigames that were showcased in the event. From what I remember and what I heard, the quality wasn't all there. The actual minigames themselves were pretty standard, but I think the one thing it had going for it was, of course, riding off the success of the event itself, and I believe that the event itself was a huge contributor into bringing Minecraft back into the mainstream. And for that fact, and only because of that fact, it will actually be making it into the okay tier. Next on our list is the one, the only Mineplex. So Mineplex at one point in Minecraft's history was actually the largest and biggest server in Minecraft. It was more popular than Hypixel and more popular than any servers on Bedrock. Speaking of Bedrock, I believe Minecraft's Bedrock version is still alive, but I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that. Regardless, Mineplex had a ton of innovative games. Its main issue was just spreading the developer team between 2 different versions of Minecraft, which in the long run made it so a lot of the smaller game modes didn't receive support, lowering the player base, and it kind of just compounded upon itself from there. But I feel most of you went into this video knowing that Mineplex would 100% be on the top of that list. Mineplex was an absolute GOAT, one of the greatest servers of all time, and I know I'm not the only one who's sad to see it go. And moving on to our final server for today, we have the Hive MC. The Hive was also a similar server to Hypixel and Mineplex, and where its main focus was minigames. The main minigame I remember playing on it was Egg Wars, or it might have been Cake Wars actually. I get the names confused, but essentially it was a variation of Hypixel's Bed Wars, and I think they also might have had Death Run. Those were my favorite games. But ultimately, it has met the same fate as the rest of these servers on this list. And honestly, I didn't play it as much as some of these other ones, but it was still pretty good. So I'm going to be putting it in the... you know what, actually, I'm going to put it in the GOAT tier. Hive was a very popular server, and I know thousands, if not millions, of other people played it. And for that, I'm going to give it the respect it deserves. But that is going to be my Legacy Minecraft server tier list. If you disagree with me or agree with me, I actually have a Discord that I will post the link of this tier list into. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. Every bit of support helps me out in growing this channel. And leave a comment down below for what kind of tier list I should do next. With all of that being said, I will see you guys next time.